Hello and welcome to Power Dance Arts. I am Charity C.B. Metzger. Last week I gave you all a ballet poem to introduce you to the vocabulary for ballet technique. Today I am going to break down the first few movements of that poem. Plié is to bend and Elevé is to rise. I will have my shoes off so that individuals who are not used to the ballet technique can see my feet and how my feet are working. If you have ballet shoes, great, go pull them out right now. If not, that is okay too. We are introducing the ballet technique to everyone. So if you don't have the ballet shoes, if you don't have the attire, that's fine. Use what you have, put on what you have, make yourself comfortable. So come on with me, let's dance. Okay. Before we even start, we're going to make sure that we have proper alignment. So we can go ahead and start in sixth position. As I said before, that means our heels are together, our toes are together. There is no space in between our feet. If you can squeeze your inner thighs together and make sure that you are engaging your legs. Now, we want to make sure our alignment is correct. That's where we always want to start and dance. So make sure your belly button is lifted. And make sure your spine is nice and straight. Now that means we're not tucking under, all right? It's a hiding thing, but we're sitting up nice and straight with a nice posture. And if you can pinch those bones in the back of your spine together. So remember, we started off with plié is to bend and elevé is to rise. So even if you don't know what that looks like for ballet, go ahead and try to figure out what you think plié means to bend looks like. Awesome. That's what it looks like for you. In the ballet technique, it simply means that we're going to bend our knees. So we're going to bend our knees. Plié is to bend. Awesome. Plié and straighten. That's it. Now, elevé is to rise. Now think of, since we just did plié, what do you think elevé looks like? Awesome. So if plié is to bend our knees, then elevé is to rise, and we're going to lift our heels off the floor. Think of an elevator. They go straight up. They do not tilt. I'm trying as hard as I can to keep my ankles together. I'm not on my pinky toes. I'm squeezing my inner thighs, and then I'm just going to lower. Okay, so let's try that elevé one more time. Let's rise. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift your belly button. Think of a string pulling you, and lower. I will do that from the side for you. Plié is to bend, lifting up, straighten. Elevé is to rise, squeezing those inner thighs together. Lower your heels gently down. Awesome. So we've done that in parallel first, or sixth position. Now, let's plié, and I want you to lift your toes off the floor. Try to get your weight on your heels, and turn your feet out and straighten. Okay, now we are in first position. This is home for us in ballet, okay? This is like home base. So we're going to get our knees over our toes in plié and straighten, and elevé is to rise. We're still over our big toes, not on our pinkies. And let's lower down, squeeze those inner thighs, try to keep those heels together as much as possible. Once again, plié is to bend, stretch. Elevé is to rise. Awesome. Let you see that from the side. In first position, make sure you're not trying to force the first position, as I like to tell my students. Those of us that can do a perfect 180-degree turnout have been doing that for such and such a long time, or they're just very flexible, okay? So we don't want to hurt ourselves, and I'm going to get into injury prevention in a little bit, but make sure you're in a comfortable first position. There shouldn't be force. You shouldn't have to wiggle it out, okay? You just lift your toes up, go on your heels, turn them out, okay? Let's do that from the side. So I'm in first position. Plie is to bend. My knees are going over my toes. They're not going in front of me. The sides of my foot aren't coming off the floor, okay? I'm lifting nice and high, engaged in the inner thighs, and I straighten. Elevate is to rise. On that big toe, as one of my teachers used to say, your pinky toe is your kickstand. It's holding you up, and you lower down. Plie is to bend, straighten. Elevate is to rise. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze down. Awesome. That is the beginning of our ballet poem. I know I'm giving it to you in baby sections, okay? But I want to make sure that you focus on these things one piece at a time so that you can get it. I will definitely continue to give you all of the pieces and we'll put them together and make one big thing, okay? So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and close your eyes this time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So every time you bend those knees this week, I want to hear you say plie, 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 plie. And every time you straighten your knees and lift your heels off the floor, practice your elevates. You can do it while you're brushing your teeth, reading your books, doing your homework. We have a lot of time, okay? All right, I'll see you next time on Power Dance Arts.